Here is a little pump. I work on rock stuff too, so I built my own washing system. And this is an old pump that I had. I'm going to replace it with a newer one that's a lot more reliable, but you can see this is a garden hose size hole, and if you look carefully in that thing, you'll see mud everywhere. Well, some big fucker has decided to build into that. This is sort of looking through my shed, which is an open shed, and it is open because I call it a dirty shed. I come in here to do some various welding, grinding, lots of things that call us dirt and soot, and etc., etc. Have a few tables and various tools. However, I was doing a template the other day. I was actually making a standing corner table. First thing I wanted to do was clean out a place in my garage, so I grabbed one of my trusty battery Ryobi bits, drills, and when I started to look at the ejective hole there where you place the bit, had a little mud in it. Okay, I grab a stick and start rolling it around, getting some of that, and say, okay, tap it, you know. And this yellow stuff started falling out, and it's like, what the fuck? Anyway, put my bit in there, started screwing down screws. Yellow pollen was just flying out everywhere. Okay, then I went to another project. Here I am. These are some boards that I had cut off of some items that were just scrapped, and I laid them underneath the table. Well, lo and behold, I decided I was going to move those again to get them out of the way, to get them to the scrap pile since they were no longer needed. So I pick up the first board, and what did I find underneath? There's some of that muddy stuff, and cells were made out of it, and it had pollen that was just falling out of it. You know, I know the larger wasp build cells like that. They'll put a spider in there and lay their egg, build another cell, lay an egg, put another spider. But I never had seen it with pollen. Remember, this is a stack of those. So I pick up this one and look at the next one. Damn, they've been industrious on this one. It's got multiple cells, and as you can see, pollen, 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 pollen. It is that season, of course. Pick up the next one. Lo and behold, it has a bigger crack. There are bigger cells, a lot more pollen. Check out all this that spilled out everywhere. Every time I would pick up one of these, it would dump that out. I'm sure that it pissed off the insects very mightily. Go down one more, which was the last one on the pile. Sure enough, we got the same old thing. So, the moral to this is, it drives me friggin' crazy living out in the country. We have so many different varieties of bees that if I leave a hole unattended, they fill it up almost immediately. And it is terrible working on my cars. Can you imagine a carburetor with a hole filled in somewhere? Or an engine block where you've pulled off some fixture or something that will hold a hose set or a pulley or something like that? Well, that's what I run into. I guess the only thing I need to do is to probably learn how to work a little bit faster. And for Pete's sake, I don't know how to do it. If you got any solution to this, let me know. Otherwise, just bear with me and laugh with me about the aggravated shit that I have to put up with every time I work on something outside. See you guys.